I've been lucky in a lot of ways. I've been lucky to have grown up with a loving family that's provided me with education, healthcare, and above all, love and care. You see, but I'm also lucky because I possess curiosity. And it's not any curiosity, it's a very unique type of curiosity. This very curiosity allowed me to engage in new experiences. These interactions really changed my life. They really exposed me to a reality that I had not known about. You see, I'm in great company. So the key to the truth of physics, the reality of the physical world around us, started from an impulse of curiosity. But you see, you have to act upon curiosity for it to be really empowering. We're all born curious. Remember when you were a child, you used to ask your mom, "Why is the sky blue?" You used to ask all these crazy questions. Well, sadly, as you grow older, that curiosity starts fading. And the reason is we start becoming reliant on news. They tell us everything. They don't let us really get away from our comfort zone. You see, what happens is that we become comfortable. We become content with this bubble that we live in. So why would you take the path to cross from this island of contentment to this continent of untold truths? Because ignorance is not bliss. To embark on this journey, you'll need to pack two essential items. You'll need to pack curiosity to catalyze and courage to take you there. I embarked on this journey, and I am super thankful. You see, this journey has changed who I am today. So let me tell you how all this started. It all started at the dining table, my house. My mom would constantly have these to-go boxes on the table. I never really questioned why they were there. My mom's always having her new ways and things, so I just didn't bother. I had other things to worry about. Till one day, I came back from school, no lunch. So I was like, oh, of course, Mother Dearest has these boxes somewhere. So I go on this venture looking for these boxes. There's no trace of those boxes. So I go to my mom. "Mom, where are the boxes?" "Oh, I took them to the Abu Hamur camp." The Abu Hamur camp, I've heard that before. Where? School. I don't know what it is. You see, I really wanted to know, because those boxes had the food that I really wanted. So I really wanted to know who got that chicken that I really wanted. So next day I told my mom, "Mom, I'm taking the boxes." My mom said, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." So 20-minute car ride from my house, there I was, the Abu Hamur camp. You see, that area did not belong in my glamorous, ever-growing country, Qatar. It wasn't talked about in the media. That community belonged to Pakistanis, Iranians, Omani Baluchis that immigrated to Qatar before its independence for a better life. Sadly, there were over 900 houses there. Cloths that acted as doors. And a playground that looked like this. I was shocked. I was shocked beyond imaginable. How hadn't I known about this? So I took the boxes, started distributing them around. And there was this beautiful little girl that kept following me around. And As I was getting in the car, getting ready to head back home, she kept tugging on my abaya. So I looked back at her, thinking she was going to say something. She just looked at me. You see, she didn't really have to say anything. Her eyes said it all. I went back home there and speak to my dad, my role model in life. He guides me through everything. So I said, my father will have the answer. So I told him about my experience in Abu Hamur. And he said, the only advice I have for you is find what you're passionate about and use it as a tool for change. So I went to my room, started thinking about what I'm passionate about. Duh, photography. You just got a Nikon camera for your 15th birthday. You should be thankful for that. That's your passion. So I was like, that's it, photography. So I heard that one of the local charities were responsible for this Abu Hamur camp. So I immediately contacted them. I really wanted to know what they offered for the Abu Hamur camp. They said that we provide them with shelter, food. Education wasn't there. And I knew that they really, really needed education. So I took matters into my own hands. And I decided to go back to Abu Hamur with my camera. I started taking pictures of all the beautiful children that I had played with, joked around with, and I turned them into postcards. And that very girl was the girl that inspired me. Her eyes started everything. Her eyes started the Behind the Glamour project. So I started selling these postcards all across Doha. Abu Hamur was now something that people spoke about. So a lot of these children got to go to school. You see, if I had taken a different path and just gone to my room and Googled Abu Hamur, where's that little girl? Where are all those beautiful stories I had heard? Where's that reality? That reality was untold. But my camera was able to speak about that reality. So, after the success of the project, thankfully, I got the Unsung Hero Award from the 21st Century Leaders. And when I did, they asked me, so Sara, what's your next venture? And that's when my father's words came back to me. I said, I want to use photography as a tool for change. And that's when they said, we have the exact right place for you to go. This place is a whole other reality. So I was like, bring it on. They said, it's northern Mozambique. I got my camera ready. Aisha, one of my great friends, super passionate about art, great artist herself, came along with me, and of course, my role model. Northern Mozambique, a beautiful place. I had known a little about Mozambique, poverty-stricken, simple facts. I didn't know that over 800 girls dreamed of education, yet their education stopped at 5th grade. I didn't know that they had no tables, no chairs, yet they still wanted to go to school. I didn't know that in an area of 7,500 square kilometers, there were only 5 schools. I didn't know that a 6-year-old boy had to carry the burden of supporting his family by selling the fish on that stick. But an important story that I love and that has taught me so much is the story of 9-year-old Daniel. So one day Aisha and I were out and about in Mozambique, and there he was, Daniel, carrying this beautifully crafted, handmade soccer ball. And I wanted to engage in small talk, to get him comfortable with the camera and all. So I said, "Oh, Daniel, you're going to be the next Messi, huh?" Daniel looked at me with the same look as that girl that started the Behind the Glamour project. I knew that there was something. My curiosity started stirring. Daniel said, "I want to be a doctor." Because both my mother and father passed away, and the doctors couldn't save them. And I don't want anyone to live without a mother and a father. A 9-year-old boy, ladies and gentlemen. Yet, he didn't have access to education, but he had that dream. So, I became amazed by the reality that I had experienced in northern Mozambique. So I went back to Doha with the image of Daniel's eyes, sat with Aisha, organized a fundraiser in order to raise awareness about the reality that we had experienced in Mozambique, to bridge that divide between Qatar and Mozambique. Then, Yana, a great friend of mine, decided to put all the pictures that Aisha and I had taken into a beautiful coffee table book to really show the world the true reality that the kids in northern Mozambique experienced. This all began from following those boxes. For you, it might be following something else, or it might be questioning something else. But allow curiosity to be part of your daily life, your daily routine. Question things. Don't just accept things. Stop living in that bubble that you're content with. Trust me, once you embark on this journey, you'll have a whole other meaning to your life. You'll really feel fulfilled. You won't take things for granted anymore. We're all told that curiosity killed the cat. But curiosity saved me. And trust me when I tell you, it can save you all. Thank you.